everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be looking into the new situations developing around Prince Andrew and whether it's a good idea to use his alleged war chest of £10 million to fight back against Virginia Giuffre and get that court ruling overturned. Remember, Prince Andrew hasn't been convicted of anything. He has just have to pay some money for injuries alleged. So it hasn't gone through like there's no guilty sign on his head. So we're going to have a look into that and see if he has got anything that can get him out of this, or whether it's a massive waste of money and he should hang on to his inheritance. So we're going to have a look and see what the cards say. But if you're new here, hello, thank you for joining us. Thank you to all my regular subscribers for sticking around, and thank you very much to the emotional support coven. You guys rock. Thank you for being here. So let's see what the cards have to say. Now, Prince Andrew is a Pisces. He is on the cusp, but he is a Pisces, the cusp between Aquarius and Pisces. So it's his birthday coming up in February the 20th, I think it is, or the 19th. I'm not sure, but he's a cusp baby. So right at the end of Aquarius into there. Knight of Wands in reverse. We're starting off the starting position and he's quite frustrated. He's a little bit annoyed, a little bit vexed, a bit wound up by everything that's happening. The Knight of Wands in reverse seems it's a very kind of frustrated energy. This person's bag has been blocked. They have had this kind of stagnation, not only within them but within the people around them. He's very frustrated with his lots. He doesn't not happy how things are going. From a starting point, this doesn't bode well for the cards around it, because we've got this blockage. And the Three of Cups crossing him again. More drama, more blockage. With the Three of Cups in reverse here, there's some gossip, there's some people celebrating when he doesn't think they should be celebrating, and it really grinds his gears. I think with things that have happened with regarding Ghislaine Maxwell and what's happened with the lady from Australia, my name is just completely he really feels like there's been a lot of gossip attached to him and attacked to him, if you know what I mean. This isn't what I would necessarily wanted to see at the start of the reading. I don't want to see anything, but it's not necessarily something that I would attribute to him. But everyone's always full of surprises when you're reading the tarot, that's for sure. He does feel like very frustrated. He feels like there's been a lot of gossip. What's known about the situation, because Ghislaine Maxwell's just been on Talk TV, and Two of Cups in reverse. Interesting. So there's a split. There's an unhappy relationship. What's known about this situation? Definitely, I mean, when we're looking at it, you see Ghislaine Maxwell's in the US prison now for trafficking, you know, when she deserves to be. But is he wanting to distance himself further from his relationship with Ghislaine, or is Ghislaine trying to reach out to him and this is kind of frustrating to him? Let's see what's underneath the situation and see where the cards take us next. Two of Swords, being forced to act. Not weighing things up correctly. This is a mess, guys. This is a definite mess. As much as I like to think everything's like done in the shadows and people have like, you know, done all this communicating with a prisoner, and like that would have got out, I'm sure that would have got out. People talk. he's really feeling like his hand is being forced to kind of make a statement. I don't think he was necessarily ready. Because remember, when all of this has come out, it's just at the same time as King Charles has dropped the coronation plans. Well, not King Charles, but you know what I mean. The palace has... 9 of Wands. Boundaries overstepped. Struggle and problems. There's a lot of impatience with this. He still feels very hard done to. I don't think he likes people reminding of the relationship with Ghislaine, even though this kind of plays into his favour. This is really... I don't think he's been like, oh great, she's talking about me. It's kind of like... It's kind of like he's forcing to show his hand. And he's, even though he's very impatient with it, he doesn't like anyone getting involved, else getting involved in it. So he'd like people to show that they were very separate. Star, a new way of doing things, interesting. And the 10 of Pentacles, rich family. Ooh. So I feel like he is hopeful that things are going to start changing now. With this, the Star card, this is real Aquarian energy. This is a new way of doing things, but he's got hope and he's got faith in stuff. And as well as bringing energy into the situation, this can be quite a cold analytical card as well. I know it's all very nice and the stars there, blah, blah, blah. But. It's a new way of doing things. He's hopeful, yet he's so frustrated. And we've got the 10 of Pentacles surrounding, which is his wealthy family, which will be his nearest and dearest. Temperance in reverse. He doesn't want to come across as being unbalanced. And the King of Wands in reverse. Right. So he is going to... If he kind of fights this, which he could do, I would say it's going to do him... It's not going to do him irreparable harm, but it's not going to do him any good either. He's going to come across as being quite impatient, quite arrogant even, especially when we've got the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands showing up to show in his position. Yeah, he's got a new way of doing things, but this is a man who would come across as being very vain, somebody who's very self-indulged, somebody who like has a short temper and is quite demanding. This person is very, 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 very forthright in what they believe to be right, and they're bothered about their ego. We've got the 9 of Wands leaving the situation, which shows to me that he's had his boundaries overstepped. I don't necessarily think that Ghislaine Maxwell was like briefed on this and like this was going to come through and this was going to happen and they worked together on this, but I feel like he wants to kind of separate himself from her, from that. Because I think Ghislaine Maxwell is going to start talking. So, let's see what Ghislaine Maxwell's intent is. She's got 4 of Discs in reverse. So she's trying to exert a little bit of control that she has. She's trying to get some things that she feels has been wronged out and sorted. What's crossing her? 10 of Swords. So she got to a point where there's... everything has just been a lot for her. And she has very much the feeling that she has not only been wounded, but stabbed in the back. She does have scores to settle, so I'd be kind of, anything she says, I'd take maybe with a pinch of salt. There's a risk in her doing this. The Five of Swords, underhand sneakery, manipulation, and lies. She wants to get them moved on. I really don't think that he was consulted about this from her necessarily directly. I really think that this is something she's doing off her own bat. Lots of swords. So we've got the Five of Swords underneath there, and the Fool above is obviously, it denotes risk. The Ten of Swords shows she's been wounded, and the Five of Discs shows this is trying her to exert some control because she has none. The Five of Swords underneath shows that we can see through it. There is a lot of lies. There is going to be lies and just truths and sneaking maneuvers being told. The Six of Swords as well. She wants to move on from something. She wants to get out from something, but she's finding herself very stuck, obviously, because she's in prison. The Three of Swords in reverse as well. She is wounded, and this is her kind of trying to settle scores. We've got the Seven of Cups in reverse there, which is which is our gaslighty card. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. She's not coming in here with the clearest of intentions. She's trying to get everybody onto her wavelength because she feels like she's been stabbed in the back. So she's been kind of like, the energy I'm getting for entertainment purposes only, she's been ruminating on this stuff, and she's come out and said these statements and had done an interview, and she knows it's been a risk, but she really feels that justice hasn't been served for her, because we've got justice in reverse there, even though it does seem like it has, because there's so many sword inversions. The Fool in reverse is a risk. She wants to exert control, and all the rest of it is very cold. And there's Four of Cups. So she doesn't want to come across as unreceptive and petulant. And the Princess Discs, the Page of Discs in reverse. I don't know how American prisons work. I don't really have that much of a clue, but I don't know if you're allowed your own money in prison, or if you're allowed to do work to earn like privileges, or earn like snacks in a little tuck shop. I don't know. But we have here the Princess of Discs, which would be the Page of Discs. This is in reverse. So she's wanting a change about a fortune. She's wanting some different fortunes to come in from this kind of, this energy stuff she's doing with regards to Prince Andrew and everything she's setting herself up here for. I feel like she wants to kind of get everything overturned, though we have got the Seven of Cups there, and it does show us that there is a hell of a lot of gaslighting going on. Justice in reverse as well surrounding her. Everybody knows and can see through it. I think the only person she's convinced herself of that she's innocent in all this is herself, to be honest, from the cards. The Four of Cups there, it looks to me like there has been a definite walking away from with regards to how she wants to see herself. She's self-aware enough to notice that she doesn't want to come across and seem like a spoilt brat. The Page of Discs in reverse there shows that she's not going to get what she wants. We've only got one major arcana here in that is the Fool above, and that is showing that this is the biggest thing. What is known about the situation is the risk. The splits there with Prince Andrew shows that there's one person away and the other person's in another place. Absolutely fine with that. That's kind of how he likes it. I don't think, because it's wounded his image, which is something that Prince Andrew allegedly prizes, from what I can see in the readings, prizes above anything else is the love of him, and she's wounded that, and there's no way for her to walk that back, no matter how much she does in interviews or anything like that. They'll never be BFFs again. So yeah, there we go. That's what I see in the cards. Let me know what you guys see, if there's anything you want to add, anything you want to take away from that. She's gonna be procrastinating and professing her innocence, I think, forever. It's just going to be like on a loop, on a repeat all the time. And I think Prince Andrew's a fool if he spaffs his inheritance up the wall with this. He should just go and play golf. Just go and play golf. No one's that bothered. Go and play golf. There we go. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any other readings you'd like me to do. Thank you very much for being here, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye, guys.